Well, Scout's personality is she's a wild woman, aren't you? We didn't realize how tired she was before her surgery this summer. And she has really just come into her own since being at Arkansas Children's Hospital.
We found out in utero at our 8-week ultrasound that she had fluid retained in her. They didn't know what it was being retained in, if it was her stomach or bladder. Later on, we found out it was, in fact, in her bladder. So she was diagnosed with lower urinary tract obstruction. It wasn't until she was actually born that Prune-Belly was the actual diagnosis. It is very rare. There's, I think, 1 in 40,000 pregnancies have it. 1 in a million of those are female. So it's super rare. The main thing is the absence of stomach muscles. That's where it gets its name. Their bellies look like prunes, distended bladder, and they often have kidney problems. That's the biggest thing that you have to watch out for. So at 4 days old, she had what's called a vesicostomy. A vesicostomy is a surgery where they basically open up her bladder into her diaper so that it is just free flowing, and it creates a low pressure system in her bladder so that she does not get the reflux into her kidneys. That bought us a few years in order to then prepare for the abdominoplasty. Doing it whenever she was 4 allowed Dr. Canon the time to see if there was any other issues that he would need to address while he was in there. So we had 4 years to figure out, okay, we need the abdominoplasty, but he also re-implanted the ureters from the kidneys to the bladder. We knew the vesicostomy had to come out, but the abdominoplasty is kind of an elective because tightening up her belly isn't necessary for life. We knew that it would give her more structure, allow her to sit up straight, walk better, run better. So even though we had the nerves, the fear, we never doubted that we made the right decision. I don't think we were prepared for how quickly it was going to be life-changing for her. Pretty much the second she got out of the hospital and was able to really walk, her energy level was just something that we had never seen before. We didn't realize how hard it was on her body to not have that structure.
I would definitely recommend Dr. Canon to other parents. I can't say enough wonderful things about him and his team. He follows up. He cares. It's personal. He knows what he's talking about. We've never worried about the medical side of it. I mean, he is the best in his league, but he also is just so down to earth. His bedside manner is professional yet warm. And I would say that for his whole team, that trickles down. In fact, I tell people in Texas all the time, I don't know why y'all going to Houston and Dallas. Just go on to Little Rock. Take I-30 all the way. We felt at home at the Arkansas Children's Hospital. No one ever made us feel like we were an inconvenience. But to tell you how impactful her time at the hospital was, we were visiting family in Arkansas in October, and we were at Whataburger in Russellville. And she saw a can that said ACH on it. You know, they were collecting money. And I think she's 4 years old. And she said, look, Arkansas Children's Hospital. And I said, yeah. She said, I want to put money in that. And so, I mean, you don't tell a kid no like that. I said, of course, okay. You know, she was in a hospital bed for a week, but it meant that much to her, and it's changed her life so much that she recognized the logo and when she was in town and wanted to put money in the can. That, I don't think I've quit crying since that moment. That was a really big deal.